AI apps are exploding in popularity, and some claim they're the future of mental health support. But behind the scenes, shocking cases suggest it's not all progress. Could this digital solution actually be dangerous? The truth might surprise you. Hit that subscribe button to stay ahead of the curve. It's late at night, your mind is racing, and you don't know who to talk to. Instead of calling someone or waiting days for an appointment, you open an app. Within seconds, you're telling your thoughts to a chatbot that seems to understand. For many people, this is becoming the norm. Artificial intelligence is offering something that traditional therapy often can't: immediate access. No long wait lists, no insurance paperwork, no fear of being misunderstood face-to-face, just a screen and a sense of relief. Mental health. AI tools are everywhere now, promising everything from guided breathing exercises to conversations about your emotions. Some even claim they can help you heal, and for someone struggling silently, that can feel like a lifeline. But while the promise is tempting, the truth might be more complicated. Because even though these tools can mimic listening, there's a deeper question underneath. Are we actually being helped or just heard? There's no denying the struggles people face when trying to get real mental health support. Therapy costs a lot. Finding a provider takes time, and not everyone feels comfortable opening up to a stranger. That's where AI steps in, and people are flocking to it. It feels simple, safe, accessible. You open an app, type a few thoughts, and get an instant response. For someone overwhelmed, that's powerful. It's like venting without fear. You're not worried about being judged or saying the wrong thing. You don't need to explain your entire life story. You just type what you feel, and the app responds. For many, that's a relief, a break from overthinking and over-explaining. But here's the catch. While it may feel good in the moment, this convenience can create a false sense of progress. The responses are often based on patterns, not understanding. And what starts as helpful can quickly become hollow. Because healing requires more than convenience. It needs connection. Let's say someone struggling with the anxious thoughts decides to talk to an AI app. They type out their worries, and the AI replies with something like, "That sounds difficult. Try taking deep breaths." It's polite, gentle, but also predictable. The next day they come back, still feeling anxious. The AI responds again with something similar, encouraging, supportive, but never quite challenging, never really digging into what's underneath. And that's where the problem starts. AI is designed to respond based on what it's told. It doesn't ask unexpected questions. It doesn't pause and wonder if something deeper is going on. It reflects what you give it and nothing more. Over time, that can become an echo chamber. Your own thoughts bounce back at you, slightly rephrased but not transformed. And instead of finding a new perspective, you're stuck repeating the same worries with no real shift. It might feel like progress, but it's not pushing you forward. It's just letting you stay where you are, wrapped in comfortable responses that never truly challenge your thinking. Now think about the difference when you talk to someone who really gets you. A person who doesn't just hear your words, but watches your expressions, notices your silences, and senses your shifts in mood. That's what a real therapist offers. It's not about perfect advice. It's about presence. About someone sitting across from you who isn't just replying, they're responding. They're interpreting your body language, your tone, your pauses. And sometimes what they don't say is more helpful than what they do. A human therapist has lived through things. They have stories, empathy, perspective. They've seen patterns in others and learned to connect dots you might not see in yourself. AI doesn't have that. It has training data, not experience. It has syntax, not instinct. So while the AI might say something that sounds right, it's missing the human touch that makes therapy transformational. Because when you're really seen and understood, that's when healing begins. When you use a licensed therapist, there's a structure behind them: training, certification, ethics, accountability. You know they've spent years preparing for these conversations. And if something goes wrong, there are systems in place to step in. With AI, none of that exists. Sure, the tool might sound smart, but if it gives wrong advice or simply misses something important, there's no one responsible. There's no follow-up, no emotional responsibility, just an algorithm generating the next most likely sentence. That can be dangerous, especially when someone is in a vulnerable state, because the person on the other end isn't really a person. It's a formula. And that formula doesn't know your history, your triggers, or what you truly need. And it won't stop you if you're heading down the wrong path. It won't pause the session and say, "Hold on, let's talk about that more seriously." It just keeps going. That's why relying on AI alone isn't just risky, it's incomplete. Here's a surprising truth. Just because AI sounds intelligent doesn't mean it understands you. Many of these tools pull from conversations, internet data, and common responses to simulate a helpful reply. But they're not building relationships. They're building probabilities. In fact, studies in hospital environments found that AI assistants were sometimes inventing details that were never said, filling in blanks with false information that sounded real. That's alarming in any context, but especially in healthcare. Mental health requires precision. It demands honesty, and most importantly, it needs care, not code. So while an AI chatbot might feel like it's getting you, remember that what it's really doing is choosing a likely sentence, not offering deep understanding. And in emotional matters, that difference is everything. Let's be clear, AI isn't all bad. In fact, it can be useful in certain ways. It's great for simple reflection. It can guide you through journaling exercises or remind you to take breaks. Some apps offer mood tracking, gratitude prompts, or breathing sessions. These can be helpful tools, especially for people looking to build small daily habits. For many, that can be a great place to start. It's also beneficial in moments when no one else is available. Maybe you're not ready for therapy. Maybe you're exploring your thoughts for the first time. AI can be a gentle stepping stone toward deeper support, but it's important to remember that it's a supplement, not a solution. A helpful addition, not a replacement, because real progress comes from real connection. So where does all of this leave us? The real challenge isn't about whether AI is good or bad, it's about how we use it. Like many tools, it has strengths and limitations. The mistake is thinking it can do it all. The truth is, AI isn't meant to replace therapy. It's meant to support it, complement it, maybe even guide you toward it when you're unsure where to begin. Let's say you're someone who struggles to open up. Starting with AI might feel easier. It gives you a space to explore your thoughts without fear of judgment. That's a valuable first step. In fact, many people have said that using an AI tool gave them the confidence to eventually seek help from a real therapist. In that sense, it can be a bridge, not a destination. Think of AI like a wellness journal that talks back. It can help you track your moods, encourage daily reflection, and even introduce techniques like mindfulness or grounding. These are important tools, especially when you're building new habits. But emotional growth takes more than repetition. It requires challenge, feedback, and human presence. Imagine trying to learn how to play an instrument with only YouTube videos. You'd probably get the basics down, but without a teacher to correct your hand placement or explain the deeper technique, you'd eventually plateau. That's what using AI for therapy is like. It helps you begin, but it can't take you all the way. And here's something else. Emotional healing isn't always straightforward. It's messy, it's unpredictable. Sometimes we don't even know what's really bothering us until someone asks the right question. That's where human connection comes in. A trained therapist can listen to what you're not saying, spot patterns you've stopped noticing, and guide you through moments when you feel completely stuck. AI, no matter how advanced, doesn't ask unexpected questions. It won't challenge your comfort zone or notice when you're holding back. It'll respond based on what you type, nothing more, nothing less. That's why the goal shouldn't be to eliminate human therapy, but to make it more accessible, maybe even with the help of AI in small supportive ways. There's potential in that partnership, but leaning too hard on one side while ignoring the other, that's where the balance breaks. So yes, use AI if it helps you feel more in control of your emotions. Use it when no one else is available. Use it to get started, but also know when it's time to bring in real support. Because at the end of the day, healing isn't just about having someone or something to listen. It's about having someone who sees what you need even when you can't see it yourself. The path forward isn't about choosing between tech and therapy. It's about knowing how and when to use both. It's amazing that we live in a world where support is just a tap away. Technology has brought us incredible tools, but when it comes to our mental health, not everything digital is dependable. Before you place your trust in a machine, ask yourself, do I want comfort or connection? Do I want to be answered or truly understood? There's a big difference between feeling better and getting better. Now we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried using AI for mental health support? Did it help you or leave you wanting more? Share your experiences in the comments. We're listening. And if this video helped you think differently, hit the like button, subscribe, and join us for more honest conversations about the tools shaping our world.